Okay. And we'll get started here in another minute or two. If for any reason breathing is a trigger for you, or if it triggers a reaction in your body, you can simply open your eyes. If your eyes are closed, you can take your focus off your breathing. There are also resources available for more support through the Institute, through Polyvagal Institute, listed on their website. And good to see you.
Hey,
Good to see
hey,
you.
Michael. Good to see
Hey,
you.
welcome. That's great. Great to see your face.
Great to see yours. I'm ready to breathe with a friend.
Wow. Likewise.
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, another face. Nice to see you, Linda. Hi.
Thanks for hosting this.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. So I'll get started and then I'll just keep admitting people as they come in. And what I would like us to do collectively is to set one simple intention,
Mm.
and that is to just meet yourself wherever you are. More specifically, to meet your body where it is. And there's nothing to fix, there's nothing to change, there's nowhere that you need to take it.
Mm.
It's simply meeting our body where it is, right here and right now. Now, for some of us, meeting our body might just be orienting in the space that we're at. Wherever that is, that might be enough. And that's totally okay. And for others, we might meet our body lightly. We might notice some sensations while we're breathing. And others, we might meet our body more deeply. We might notice a sensation that we didn't know we had.
Mm.
But that's our intention, is to just meet our body where it is in our space, tapping a little lightly inside, or going more deeply, whatever feels right and appropriate and safe for you.
Yeah.
And we'll be doing that together, which is wonderful. And if you feel more comfortable with your screen off, that is okay too.
Mm.
So to help our nervous systems, to help our bodies feel a little safer, a little more present, it's helpful to take a look around your space and sort of orient visually to where you are. Your nervous system's trying to do that all the time anyway, but we can, with our attention, we can sort of help bring attention to what in our space might be really reassuring or comforting. It could be a plant, it could be a picture, it could be the color of the walls, it could be whatever is reassuring. Let your attention sort of navigate to whatever attracts your attention that is comforting or welcoming. And then do the same with what you hear. So allow yourself to hear whatever might be pleasant. You might notice something that's not, but see if you can find something that's also pleasant or reassuring. Could just be my voice. It could be a bird. Could be the flickering of a candle. And do the same with smell. Notice if there's any scent. You can have your eyes closed or open, whatever, again, feels right for you. And then notice whatever is in contact with the earth, with the ground. whether it's your feet, or if you're lying down, it's your back. If you're seated, maybe you notice your sit bones as well, your back supported. Just whatever is contacting the earth or some other support structure. Just allowing our bodies to orient to your space, to feeling supported. Sensory information coming in, the sound, the smells, touch. And as we move into becoming aware of our breathing, check in with the amount of energy you sort of have moving through your body right now. When we meet our body where it is, we want to really just touch the level of energy we have without judgment, simply just meeting it. So if you have more energy, kind of you're on the higher level, maybe you're a little revved up, or it could be settled, it could be unsettled, it could be agitated, it could be anxious, whatever that energy is. If it's a little more mobilized, a little more of it, see if you can match your breathing with it. So that might be a little more powerful breathing. It might be a little deeper and longer in and outs. Just match it, not force it, just match it. Whereas if you have a little less energy, if you're a little sleepy or lethargic or even detached, again, match the breathing to how your body's actually feeling, to where you are. And so the breathing might be lighter and slower, less powerful. So we're not changing the breathing, we're just allowing right now the breathing in your own body to match the energy of your body. Not needing to change anything or control anything. Simply matching the breathing to your energy. And if the energy changes or the breathing changes, follow it, see what happens. And then as you're breathing, notice what else might attract your attention. So as you're breathing in, is there a sensation in that act of breathing in that allures your attention? It could be the movement of the air in your nostrils. It could be the expansion of your rib cage or your belly moving. Whatever attracts your attention. And do the same with your out breath. It might be the same sensation. It might not. Could be the movement in your nostrils. Again, it could be the rib cage coming back in. Could be the diaphragm lifting. Might not even be in your body. Could be anything else, right? We're touching your body where you feel comfortable. And then reconnect with your energy. See if anything's changed. While still holding a little bit of that attention on whatever you noticed for the in-breath and the out-breath. not forcing any change in the duration of either the in or the out. Just allowing the breathing to match your energy. And see if that energy has shifted or if the breathing has changed. And you're just following whatever sensation is most alluring for the in and the out. And if your attention goes somewhere else, that's just information. And simply help come back into those sensations of breathing. Or those points of contact. Or any of that other sensory information where we started that was reassuring, that was comforting, that was safe. And see if the energy's changed now. Maybe it hasn't. Maybe it's gotten more or less. And then see too, if it has changed, allow that breathing to match it. And what I'm going to do, you can still stay in your own rhythm right now and keep your attention wherever you'd like. I'm going to start a little sound that's going to be a 5-second in and a 5-second out. And if it feels okay for you to follow that cadence, please do. And it'll be a chime. So I'll kind of count you through. So this will be, let's all take an in-breath together. And then let the air out, 3, 2, 1, and we'll start on an in-breath. Now that's an out-breath. Breath. Out-breath. Rhythm, if that feels natural for you, might be a little different than how you were breathing. As we're breathing in, and as we're breathing out, just follow that sensation, whatever was alluring to you, breathing in, breathing out. As we breathe in, feel a little more energy on the in. And out, feel a little relaxation. In, energy building. And out, energy settling. In, 4, 5, Ribcage expanding. Out. Ribcage and belly gently coming back in. 5. In, out. 4, 5. In, going up. Out. Letting go. Softening the muscles in the face. Out breath. In. Energy coming in. Out. Letting go of any tension in the face, the jaw, or the eyes. In. Heart rate's gently going back up. And out. Heart rate slowing. Letting go of the muscle tension. In. 2, 5. Out. 5. In. 5. Out. Up, feeling energy. Out, letting go, slowing down. That rhythm. In, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And out, softening, melting, feeling support. 5, out. Now, just allow yourself, you can stay in that rhythm if that feels nice, or you can just allow your body to breathe however it feels natural. And where we started, let's check in now with your energy. Again, we're not deliberately shifting or changing anything, we're just noticing. If you have more or less movement of energy through your body, and seeing if the breath is sort of naturally matching that energy, whether it's low or high, whether it's fast or slow. And letting go of any control of the breath. If you were counting along, letting go of the counting. And just letting the body breathe. And letting your attention now move back to whatever is alluring for the in-breath. Whatever that is, could be the movement of the belly, the air, and then whatever attracts your attention on the out-breath, without changing the breath, just following it and feeling whatever sensation is interesting. Noticing whatever pleasant sound you might also hear around you, while still holding some attention in your breathing. Noticing whatever smells might also be around you. And then bringing your attention into the face, and the forehead. And if it feels natural to sort of let any tension go in the forehead, on your next out breath, let the forehead Soften. Let those muscles between the eyebrows, just let that go on the out breath. And then do the same with the muscles around your eyes. And then come down your cheeks to your jaw. And just notice any tension or softness in the jaw as you're breathing. Still grounded in the sensation of breathing. But maybe on the next out breath, letting go of any tension in the jaw. And then coming down, neck into the shoulders. And as you're breathing in, you might feel energy and movement. It's okay to feel the movement even in the shoulders. But then as you're breathing out, just let the shoulders go. Let them open and widen. And then moving down, feeling the rib cage, feeling the chest, feeling the movement there of your breathing. And even into the back, upper back, feeling the expansion of the whole rib cage on the in-breath. Not making it happen, just feeling it. And then feeling on the out-breath, the gentle contraction. Just how everything's moving in that rhythm on its own. And see if you can feel the movement of the diaphragm. And as we're breathing in, the diaphragm will naturally move down. And as we're breathing out, it will gently lift back up. And just tap into that rhythm. Letting your breath match your energy. And then the same with the belly. Just allowing the belly, if it does, to naturally expand on the in-breath. And to gently come back in on the out-breath. At your own rhythm. Your own pace. And just allow the body to just breathe on its own. As much air moving in and out that your body needs, that your body wants right now. Just noticing the breathing. And if you can feel the heartbeat, not everyone can, but if you can, notice if you can feel the subtle increase in the heart as you're breathing in, the pace speeds up. And as you're breathing out, it gently slows. And if you can't feel it, you can imagine it. And just feel and imagine a little gentle speeding up with your in-breath and a gentle slowing with the out-breath. Nothing to fix, nothing to change. Just breathing. Feeling the feet on the ground or your sit bones on the chair or your back supported by the floor or a chair. Whatever is grounded on the earth, being aware of that while still being connected with some sensation of breathing. So we're grounded, we're breathing. And then allow yourself now to also notice some sounds, my voice, whatever else you might hear in your environment. So now we have ground, we have breath, we have sound. And then bring in any smells. So we have ground, we have breath, we have sounds, we might have a smell. And then if your eyes were closed, allow them to just gently open, but don't focus on anything quite yet. Just allow them to open and sort of softly take in your whole environment, very softly. It's very, very faded. We're just sort of bringing in a little sight while still having ground and breath and sound, and maybe smell, and now a little sight. See what you can hold. And then allow your eyes to open more and start to take in more of your environment and see what you can still hold in the background. Maybe you can feel the ground and see. And feel the ground and breathe and see. And feel the ground and breathe and hear and see and smell. And we're back into our space. And then let's touch our energy again. Let's just see, where's our energy? Maybe it's changed, maybe it hasn't. Because our intention was just to meet ourselves in our space, in our body. And here we are, right where we started. And see if you can take whatever you may have learned in that experience, or whatever might have been a surprise or a delight, or not, and just see if you can even carry that with you through the rest of today, or even that sense of feeling the ground and the breath with other sensory information coming in while still being grounded and breathing, and see what happens. See how that might change things or not for you. Thank you for sharing that with me. And if anyone wants to talk or share their experience, please do. I love to hear from you. Thank you, BJ.
Thank you, Michael.
Oh, you're welcome.
That was lovely. Just right for today. I was very mobilized, and so everything just...
Nice. It's great to see you.
Yeah, it's great to see you as well.
Yeah.
Heather was going to be here, but she went for a walk and she's going to watch the recording.
Well, good. We'll line up a Zoom together
Yeah,
to see you two together again.
yeah, love to.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael, so much. That was wonderful. I was having the opposite, where the breath, the count to five brought my
Yeah.
energy up.
Great.
And I saw how you were just helping to sustain it. You didn't know, obviously, what I was going through, but I started from a much quieter place. and
Mhm.
it really brought my energy up. So that was really great to be able to keep that sustained energy. Thank you
Yeah,
so
you're
much.
welcome.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, I know you missed the very beginning, but that was kind of what we were trying to do is if we have low energy, that's okay. Let the breathing sort of match it and then see what happens if we sort of change the breathing a little bit, right? What might arise.
Yeah, I love that because at first I was like, wait a minute, because I did miss the beginning. I apologize for that. But I was like, wait a minute, this is outpacing my breath. Hold on. Let me see. And then I was like, oh, wait a minute. Oh, this actually feels okay. It just feels like I have more uh energy to work with, which was really
Yeah.
lovely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah,
really great.
that's what's really nice about that 5 and 5 cadence is it can match us on either end,
Yeah.
right? It can help sort of channel and focus that really sort of unsettled, higher mobilized energy. And we can deliberately start that cadence, then moving more air in both directions. And then over time, that's naturally going to bring in a little more respiratory sinus arrhythmia, that cadence. And so then as that respiratory sinus arrhythmia builds, what's really happening is we're getting a little more vagal control, right? Ventral vagal control, which is then going to allow us to sort of move less air and become more efficient and more grounded and more settled. And we'll naturally start moving less air, even though we're still in that same pattern. Whereas what you were experiencing on the flip side is if we're not very mobilized, there's not a lot of mobilized energy moving through us. As we're breathing in that pattern, we're starting again to increase a little bit of that respiratory sinus arrhythmia. We're starting to bring in a little longer breathing than what you might have been coming into, like you said, particularly on the in-breath. So you were starting to get a little bit more energy. And then throughout that, you start becoming a little more energetic, but not necessarily too much. And if you did, you could start kind of still breathing in that tempo, but with less air.
Well, I
Yeah.
was really observing it because at first I felt a little sympathetic.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it was
because
like,
it kind of kicked in. I think if you had been with us the whole breathing into that, you might not have had that occur as much. I was trying to lead into that a little more gently, just for what you just experienced.
well, I think you
Or
probably
jumping in.
did, but for me, I was right after lunch, I was taking some quiet time and I was like, "Oh, I forgot."
Got to get
Okay.
on there.
So,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
went to get on, but I went from total like not shut down dorsal, but
right.
like that dorsal regulated to like super calm. And then coming into, I'm like, oh, wait a minute. But I will tell you, it was fantastic because I could feel the shift in my physiology, and it's likely the shift in the metabolic shift. There's a shift
Mhm,
in
mhm.
the CO, I think. There's some shift. I felt it and it went to motivation. I could feel it go from sympathetic, and I was like, wait a minute, this is exactly what's supposed to happen here. And I just stayed with it and it went to motivation. I'm like, what am I going to do next? Like, what's next? Like,
Great,
what am I going to do? It was
great,
awesome. Yeah,
great.
really.
Well, you're bringing in another really good thing that's helpful to kind of talk about is when we notice our energy or our energy changing, or whether we're less or more mobilized, we attach a story to what that really means. And it's really helpful to just come back down to what it really means is it just means I'm mobilized or I'm not feeling very mobilized. That's really all that it means. And then from that, we can either just be with that, or we can sort of stay along our side and move it in a direction,
Mhm.
and then see where that plays out, instead of getting trapped in the spinning of the story of why I'm immobilized, why I need to be mobilized, right? Like all of that. So it's just another good thing of just coming back into where the body really is, meeting ourselves really where we are, and not getting so looped into any story, for better or for worse.
Well, it was great. Thank you so much.
Thanks for sharing that. Yeah.
Thanks
Super.
for doing this, by the
Yeah,
way.
you're welcome.
Michael,
We'll keep
and-
doing it.
and your voice, your pacing created that container, that tether for all of us, which is, I noticed during the breathe, that was very nice that your voice became very small with the gong,
Oh,
but it was
good.
still that co-regulation that was really, really nice. You loaned us your ventral vagal, and it was just that was that little voice coming in there. Don't relax your diaphragm. So thank you for that. Thank you for showing up.
You're
That was just,
welcome.
I wanted to tell you that. That was very
Thank
lovely.
you. It really is it's co-regulatory for me too. So I'm watching your face and I'm getting a lot from it, and so I find myself, I'm doing this with my hands, and a lot of you can't even see it, but I'm like doing this, and it's very co-regulatory. As Stephanie knows, when she leads these, they themselves become a very healing and homeostatic experience for me
Mhm.
as well. Yeah, and I find I'm leaning in, I'm like getting closer to you guys. It's like, it's all that
I
stuff.
noticed that the hand.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just kind
it,
of,
yeah,
like if
and
I
it's
were
so nice.
actually with you in the room, and we're all here. So it's funny.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I love it.
great.
Cool.
Great.
Mhm.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you all. Yeah, have a wonderful day. And we'll do one each month and keep going. Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I'll
Thank you
post
so
this for
much.
those who aren't here. I'll post this. I'll send it to Stephanie and
Excellent.
she'll figure out how to post it because I never posted in the right place.
Thank you so much, Michael, for
You're
all you
welcome.
do. It's just amazing what you do for everyone. I'm just so grateful. Thank you.
Likewise. Thank you all. See you. Bye.
Bye-bye.